Hello, me. Lucy spills very little. I wonder how my little page is getting on. Anyway, aside that, so yesterday was my day with my mum. Well, yeah, I do others randomly, but my day with her is Wednesdays. Sorry, I get so stumbly, especially when I'm talking about stuff like this. But we went to the singing, as you saw, and yeah, my mum really enjoyed it for the first like hour. Then she started to get a bit restless. Um, everyone, ev- so this nice lady came and sat next to us, who had early onset Alzheimer's, which is very different to sorry about the shouting in the back. My, hus- my husband telling the dog to lie down. There you go. Anyway, yeah, so we went to sing and she started to get restless after about an hour, and I didn't have the car. So Tim on his way to work dropped us off, and yeah, because I prefer to be chauffeured if I'm honest. I hate driving. So he dropped us off, and so I thought, oh yeah, we'll get a taxi back. I'll worry about that, at the time. So she's starting to get restless, and so this nice lady who, like I was just saying, she wanted to sit next to me mum, which was lovely. She had early onset Alzheimer's. Now my mum's is frontal temp. I get this mixed up all the time. Frontal lobal temporal Alzheimer's. It's quite an aggressive form, and it came over her very quickly and aggressively. But yeah, so she sat next to my mum, and I keep having to remind her that my mum doesn't know that she's got it, nor will she accept, if she's got it. But this nice lady obviously kept mentioning, how are you coping with it and stuff like that. And my mum just couldn't cope with what she was being asked, and stuff. So after about an hour, she was getting restless, and I didn't even have the Uber app on my phone because I never get a taxi or anything. So I was just like, oh my god. So I was getting it. My daughter at that point, she was at me mum's, but she'd gone to sleep, bless her, because she'd been working. So I couldn't get hold of her because I knew she had the Uber app. Um, my husband, he didn't have it, so I had to download it. You have to get everything, put all your card details in and all this. And my mum's going, Lucy, are we going? Are we going? Have you got the car? Have you done? I'm like, oh, I'm just trying to sort this out. So the Uber was 1 minute. Uber, sorry, my speech impediment gets really bad, especially talking about stuff like this. Excuse me. So anyway, we go outside. We went outside, and Uber, they tell you to wait at a certain point. And they said they were going to be 1 minute away. So I thought, okay, I'll get my mum outside at this point. And she just wanted to go to the main road, and would have walked in front of any car that came in front of her if I didn't stop her. So I noticed that. I've written that down. But I'd noticed that previously, that she would just walk, into the road. Um, yeah, she was getting really agitated and restless at this point, waiting for this Uber, and then didn't quite understand, because I don't think she'd been in a taxi for a while, or well, not with me anyway. And So we get in, and she didn't quite understand, who was taking us, what was happening. She was just getting mad, agitated, and confused at that point. Um, and this nice gentleman, my mum just wanted to get out of the car. She just wanted to. Anytime, it, not she's not an alcoholic or anything like that, but she's very. I think it because she doesn't understand. Sorry, what's happening to her. Alcohol, when she doesn't understand, will be it fills a void, doesn't it, I guess, you know, and so she sees a pub, she'll want to go in. So anytime we were passing a pub, she obviously wanted us to stop, and I was like, no, to this guy, keep going as much as possible. So we get to where I knew we could kind of walk from, and I knew there was no pubs in sight. I said, okay, we'll just get out here and we'll just walk. So we got out just quite near, you know, her home, and we walked from there. She did keep wanting to go to the main road, but what we do is we get a 0% Peronis. And I kept reminding her, I said, you've got a drink at home, ma'am, you've got a drink at home. And she was like, I've not. And I was like, no, you have. So when we got home, I gave her one of his 0%, and she was fine. But she does get agitated. I think she does know, you know, because she does say, this is 0, you know, when she's got it. So if there is alcohol in the fridge, which there is at times, I mean, yeah, to stop her drinking, yeah, I did. I mean, you know, yesterday I didn't have to drink. Like, she kept wanting to share one of the 0% with me, but I don't even. Yeah, no, I was just saying, you know, no, you know, because obviously there's no alcohol. I mean, you know, I'm not worried about it, but yeah, because there's no alcohol in. So, but if say that should say that she's got one that has got alcohol in, I will share it with her, so she doesn't, because it makes Alzheimer's worse, you know, and stuff like that. But yes, so but she can have a little drink, you know, but not excessively, you know. So yeah, she can have a little tipple, you know, but just, you know, not excessively, you know. So anyway, that was eventful yesterday, but thank you for all the likes and whatnot, you know, for our little singing that we did yesterday. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. And yeah, and anyone who's going through the same, I know someone did put something in, someone came into my comments who's going through the same kind of thing, said their mother had their diagnosis about 5 years ago. It's about the same with my mum. So yeah, please reach out if you're going through the same. We've got to stick together, you know, sons, daughters, granddaughters, nieces, whoever's going through this, who's got a loved one who's going through dementia or Alzheimer's, just reach out to me. You know, my page is open. Anyway, guys, much love.